know everybody's talking about the fight and all that, but really it's coming soon. But the fighters in the heavy change. AJ got the rematch. He's got the rematch champ. Of course. But is it gonna be on my champ and our champ? We're gonna bring it back here in the United States. AJ though, he's scared. Oh yeah, what do you think he's over there? Trying to make the fight over there inside of Arabia. Like I said, I don't have no protection over there. So the United States of America wants to. Never mind, I can't say anything. But let's work, guys. What up with it? Your boy T that was blazing the sports. Yes. Of course, guys, I am back at it like a crack at it to give you boxing geekers this work. Listen, we got to talk about it, man. We have to talk about it. I don't know why this. Hello? Yo. Hold on. Yo. It's better. Look, man. So much we got to talk about, right? Listen, we have to talk about history has been made. Guys, this has been the year of upsets. This has been the year of surprises. What do you mean? What do you mean, T-Dub? Well, we see the first Mexican-American champion ever, right? And guys, we saw the first fighters press conference where there was no fighters present. The first time ever we seen a promoter headline a fighters press conference. Guys, it's your boy T that was blazing the sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers just working. Guys, I am in front of the camera. You already know. I'm flexing on them. I'm Hulk Hogan flexing on them. You know, brother, I flex on them, brother. Let me make sure it's working, man. Let me go to my channel. Hold on. Let's get this working, man. Okay. Okay. We working. Shout out to the expert genius in the building. Lost one was blazing. Dante walking with it does. Monday Solo was blazing, homie. All right, guys, let's get it, man. Let me sip this tea. Hey, so just a question, man. What do you think about the first ever fighterless press conference? Now, if they would have called it basically just a, I don't know, man. What's the word for it? Not an update announcement. It just could be I don't know, man. Just an update, because it wasn't a fighters press conference. They used fighters poster. Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua rematch. Press conference. Not a fighter. Also, guys, I really want your thoughts on this. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Do you believe that Andy Ruiz, is he scared, shaking in his boots, pissing his pants? Mommy, please don't let me go out, scared of Anthony Joshua. Oh, we gonna cook. I'm at home, we gonna cook. I'm not in front of an image no more. I'm not at work in the car no more. We gonna cook. The stove is on. Hell, it's already simmering. We gonna cook. This is your boy T that was blazing the sports. Yes. Shout out to the one, the only Bobby in the building. Bobby got the line. Oh, what's going on? Expert genius, I got you, homie. All right, I got you, homie. There we go. All right, so let's read this. The ex Virginia said, "What's good, bro? Looks like my source was right. And for the one that just left a dislike, you mad, bro? Listen, how do you leave a dislike? And I didn't even go live, bro. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. You have to be a sub in order to catch me before I get live and get a notification. You have to be a sub. I don't know who it is though. I ain't gonna point no fingers. Last one is starting in like 10 minutes, or is it US time? We live right now, bro. All right, Eddie Hearn trying to do damage control with his response, but just incriminating himself. There was no other contract other than a contract for the first fight. Listen, see, my thing is, if the first contract could be a really good contract, but the fact is, even if you do control let's say you do control the location for the most part, you cannot put nobody in what they consider harm's way. If Andy has already come out and established about his safety or family safety, and this place they're talking about is ranked number 2 for U.S. tourists not to travel to. Not to travel to. But guys, listen, I really want to know this, man. Deep down in your heart, I want to know, is Andy scared? What I would really love for Anthony Joshua supporters, UK supporters that support Joshua, that support Eddie Hearn, please, I beg of you, please, call in right now. The number's right here. It actually works. It actually works. 314-884-1013. I get it. If you're in the UK, no problemo. No problem. No problem. Skype me. Skype me. What's blazing? WHATSBLAZING. We gotta work. Because I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers. This work. Let me go back to this chat, man. Let's go back to this chat. Do the hustle. I don't know why that song's in my head. He tried to make the fight without fighters' acknowledgement. How many times when this man lied? Multiple mainstreams, media, old media, before they catch him. Bro, he's been caught. My boy, the expert genius, he's been caught. They just don't care. They just don't care. He's been caught. Dante Walker Solo family man solo. What it is, bro? What it does. That shit was odd as fuck. Yes. Oh, we got the mic on fire tonight. We got the mic on fire. All right. What's blazing the sports? The one, the only, the lovely Bobby. Guys, Bobby got alligators down the street. See, if I was in Florida, where alligators are right down the street, not only would I watch where I step, but I also would be thinking, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is just right around the corner. I love alligator tail. Lost one, hey man. I think Monday Solo, I think Ruiz is in trouble because he did sign a contract. I don't think he's scared, but I also don't like this new diva attitude. He was making $200K before Anthony Joshua. But let's talk about it, man. Hater hate laughing my ass off. Yes, they do. You know you doing your thing when you get a dislike. A dislike in the gate. Bro, how do you get a dislike? I didn't even go live yet, man. I didn't go live. I had 0% watch time hours. And somebody came in here like, thank you very much. Listen, it's cool, man. The only thing it means is that subscriber, because he's a subscriber or her, we got a love-hate relationship. We have a love-hate relationship. You love me, but you hate me. I get it. You love the channel. You're addicted to this channel. This channel is like boxing crack to you. And I'm serving it up. And even though you hate it, you enjoy the feeling. I get it. He should take that dislike and turn that dislike upside down, but it is. Last one, I think Eddie got them tied into the contract. That's why he just went ahead and did that press conference. But Ruiz is just trying to say no matter what he wants to stay in the USA. Okay. I think Ruiz is playing hardball because Mexico was level 2, so it ain't safe. It's a negotiation tactic. Bro, when I looked it up, man, I saw Mexico was on there too. I was like, oh my gosh. He said, you fixed Lola? Yes, I did, bro. Hey, as soon as I said, what's going on with you, Lola? I said, what is it? I talk to you. I give you what you want. I get your nails done. You know, what's going on? So like, well, T-Dub, you don't keep me hot enough. I don't know what to do. Let's go. PG1 in the building was blazing, homie. Frank West says, you seen it, okay, Dante. It's blazing the family. I'm running a little late in the topic. What's going on that I missed? Not much yet, man. You haven't mentioned much yet. You're good. PG1 Ruiz said he wants to stay home again. It's crazy. Alligator is a bit chewy. I like alligator tail, man. Listen, when I cook alligator tail, delicious. Perfecto. My boy Montesolo said, yo, I need my boxing fixed. Let's get it. All right, guys, listen. Lost one. Bro. Anybody that's not from here. Montesolo, I don't remember. Guys, can any one of you Skype me in? Let's have a real dialogue. I'm not going to, you're subscribers. I'm not going to run you through the mud. I'm not going to dog you. We're just going to have a back and forth conversation. Lost one. Hit me up on Skype. Not now, but right now. What's blazing? Call in. Make your debut. Make your debut. This is your shot, man. Be like Eminem. This is your shot, bro. It's the moment you own it. You never let it go. The expert genius says, I find it funny the same thing they're blaming Andy Ruiz for the diva mentality is the same thing they were praising for Anthony Joshua. Let's talk about it. We worked enough. And the expert genius. Let's go off of that. Let me give you my thoughts. Is Anthony Joshua, is he scared? Pissing on himself, shaking. Devastated, mentally distracted, can't handle going into a rematch with Anthony Joshua because he knows deep down in his heart that he's going to lose. No, I don't believe that shit. No. Listen, guys. Listen. You can agree or disagree. Andy Ruiz had a tougher fight with Parker than Anthony Joshua. He had a tougher fight with Parker than Anthony Joshua. You can argue in the Joshua versus Andy Ruiz fight, any round that there was not a knockdown, you can argue, you can make an argument that Andy won. You can make it debatable. You can debate that Andy won almost every round. Why would he be scared to go in a rematch? Why would he? It doesn't make sense. It's not even logical. How can it be possible? He's not scared. Now, is he trying to get that money? Yes. Is he a little bit? I think there's some truth in him not wanting to go to Saudi Arabia. Oh shoot! I didn't see you. Where you at, bro? Why don't it show like that here? My boy Dante. I got a few people in here. Don Dollar was blazing. Schoolcraft was blazing. Frank West in the building. What's cracking, homie? Now, There's channels out here. I'm not gonna call them by name. There's channels out here doing videos saying Andy Ruiz is scared. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to get stopped in 6 rounds. You talking about the same Andy Ruiz that got up from the canvas and had more will and beast mode in him to beat Joshua? You talking about the same Andy that was relentless on stopping Joshua? The same Andy that broke Joshua's will? The same Andy that took the passion from Joshua? Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Listen, I might get another dislike. Listen, I might get one. Because the truth hurts. The truth hurts. If your girlfriend lied to you about cheating on you and says, "Oh, I didn't do it, baby," back in your mind, you believe it, but you believe it's a lie. But you want to believe it so it doesn't hurt as much. But she come out to you, "Yes, baby, I did it. Boom, hit the G spot, had my leg twerking." It hurts. It hurts. And the fact is, between the two fighters, Joshua and Andy Ruiz, right? Joshua is the one that says he needs to get his passion back. He needs to seek counseling from the great boxing gods of George Foreman, the spirit of the past, He needs to reach out to these people to get his passion. He needs somebody to build his morale. You can do it. You got it. Attaboys. He need that. Andy didn't say that. Now, let me touch on this. About Andy Ruiz. I think I established he's not scared, right? Now, I'm going to touch on this. The reason people say that Andy Ruiz is acting like a diva, I'm going to touch on that next, but let me get through some comments. And think about this. I'm going to give you my reason why people say he's acting like a diva or why his attitude changed. Stay tuned for that. Let me go to the chat. Alligator, okay. Dave Frank West, okay. Boxing Fix, okay. PG1's in the building, yes sir. Salute. Thank you for the rent. You got it, bro. Schoolcraft. What up, dog? T-Dub, my dog. Man, what's blazing, homie? Man, listen. Whenever I get to the mic, bro, I leave that bitch smoking. You can tell a fire was just burnt. Let's go. Last one is different. Andy begged for the shot with AJ. Literally, now suddenly he's world champion. It's like those belts are strapped to his hands. Lost one, bro. Lost one. What is it going to get? Lost one. What is it going to get for you to call in, bro? Come on, lost one. The people need to hear this. The people need to feel this like a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Because right now, all of you doing is giving them a flat line. Boom, boom. Boom. They ain't hear it. Lost one. Skype in, bro. Listen to me. I will guide you through this, okay? If I have to, I will hold your hand. We will walk to school together. Skype. Look up what's blazing. Might even see T-Dub. Any of the combination of the two. Probably wearing some type of St. Louis stuff, which I do. When you see me with a lot of St. Louis stuff on, because I represent my city. I represent the Cardinals or wherever else. Let's get it, man. Don Dada in this building. Salute was blazing the sports. Did Porter have too much energy and AJ have a little press conference yesterday? I know you got EJ. Don Dada. I'm going to touch on that. Hold on. AJ Jones, salute. My boy, the one, the only Long Island Iced Tea, formerly known as PG1. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, family? All right. I got my little notes here.
Okay.
Things that you said. First of all, you're right. Andy's not scared. He's not scared. Okay. Two, you're right about AJ needing his confidence back. He's the one that's out there trying to get Dr. Phil, Dr. Ruiz, and all these people.
Dr. Phil, Dr. Love, Dr. Strange. He trying to get he trying to get all the doctors.
That's right. Now, as far as Andy being a diva, I think that because Eddie Hearn said that he wanted his own jet or his own plane for his jewelry, which was, I believe he was being facetious and a little sarcastic, meaning that he was asking for maybe more money. That's what it is. But if he signed a contract, I'm an Andy supporter, man. But he has them, with all due respect to the language of any children are listening, you got the man the fuck up. And if he signed, he needs to go over there and sign. And I think there's people in his ear, and he's trying to make it a little bit political, man. He's gotta be safe. Nothing's gonna happen to him. Just get your ass over there, fight, get your ass back in the plane, and come back, and you're good.
Now, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna touch on a lot right now. These are my thoughts for my boy PG1 and everybody listening about Andy's change. And this is what I'm thinking. That, like I said already, when Andy first took this fight, remember, they did not call Andy. Andy reached out to them. Andy reached out to them and inbox Eddie, like, hey, I want to fight. Eddie probably Googled him, looked him up, saw a fat kid. Oh my God, yes, we're going to beat his ass. Any Mexican American? Oh, yes, it'll work. And Andy came over here and he pulled a rope-a-dope. He pulled good cop, bad cop. Right? At first, he was a good cop. Now he's a bad cop. Remember, first time, he was like, it was like the best game of poker. Because the way he was acting, he fooled me. I thought he was going to, remember, I was like, oh my God, he think his ass whooped. He ended up talking about, thank you guys, thank you Eddie, thank you Joshua. He was just so thankful to Eddie, everybody. Thank you, my Madre, thank you, Padre. He was just so happy, right? Just so happy. Thank you, DAZN. And that was all mental. Can I take a picture with your belt? Listen, look back, look at the way he's acting now and look at it then. That was all just to get Joshua to lower his guard. He acted the complete opposite that Big Baby Miller act. Big Baby Miller was flipping over potatoes, knocking down, pushing Joshua, giving Joshua a reason to say, okay, I really want to take this man out. Andy gave this man a reason to let his guard all the way down. See, Andy pulled one of those moves that some of our ex-girlfriends did. They said, I'm not gonna do you like the next girlfriend. I'm a cook for you. I'm faithful. Then as soon as you get your walls all the way down, gonna find out she ain't cooking no more. Attitude every day, and she didn't hit your best friend. Boom, bam. You're like, what the fuck? So Andy went out there and fought, and now I think Al Heyman has told Andy Ruiz, yes, we are contractually bound for a rematch. Because remember, Andy is still stating, oh, we're going to fight. Remember, he's not turning down the fight. He's not saying, I don't want to fight you. He is saying, I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. Remember, and if their whole thing is, and remember, we can agree or disagree, but their whole thing is saying a neutral ground. And if the USA does not see that as a neutral ground, they are level 2 for American tours to not travel to. And Andy is talking about he's already feared for his safety, but he still wants to fight. He don't want to fight in Saudi Arabia. And to be honest, I think Eddie Hearn made a deal and already probably accepted some money from Saudi Arabia, and he's trying to push this event through.
That sounds about right. But see, Andy going back and being so appreciative when he got the fight, when he finished, he had just finished fighting Dermot Gencho or whatever the Russian's name dude was.
Yeah.
See, this is something that a lot of people don't know. Before that, when he came off Top Rank, Andy was going through some depression. He was about to quit boxing.
Yeah.
And before Estrellita and Manny Robles started training him, and Andy was, with all due respect to Andy, don't want to get his business out there, but he was having some rough time. So when he got the opportunity to fight AJ, man, that answered a lot of his financial stuff and all kinds. So he was grateful, but he signed for that money, the rematch. I just think that there's too many people in his ear trying to get him more money. And even Eddie Hearn said, he says, he's the champion. He wants more money, of course. We're gonna respect him and attempt to accommodate him. But he did sign a contract.
But PG1, listen. The thing is, we haven't seen the contract. There is something that is not air seal tight. There's something in there. Think about it. I don't think Andy Ruiz will be acting the way he's acting right now if Al Heyman didn't tell him that we might have some wiggle room.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. I think there's a loophole in there that they might be able to maybe have him bring it to the United States. But if they don't, it's either he gets sued and give up the belt. But see, I think that maybe he's trying to muscle Eddie back because Eddie, he'll lose a shitload of money whether he doesn't have it in Saudi Arabia or he doesn't have it in America. He's gonna lose money because he's the promoter. He's the one that puts all the money up front.
All right.
So I think that Andy is pushing back a little bit, but as far as him being like a total diva, I don't think so.
All right.
If it's the money thing, he should get a little bit more. But
9 million out of damn near 100 million. Come on. And you forcing this man to go damn near 18 to 19 hours flight when it's only a 4-hour flight for you. But all right, PG1, I'm going to give you the last word. I'm going to go back to the chat. And then whenever...
All righty.
Go ahead.
Everybody out there, hey, stay away from hanging around T-Dub and offering you some Long Island. Because he'll hook you up with some bad people.
Hey, I didn't hook you up with that. All right, PG1. Hey. All right. That's my boy PG1. Guys, I'm gonna retell you that story right now, guys. If you want to see that story live, because I did it off a freestyle. But PG1, if there's a new topic that you want to jump in on, I'll call back. You can jump back in. I'm gonna go to the chat. I thought I saw some new people come in, and I want to give them respect for coming here because it is much appreciated. I appreciate it. And guys, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the true Hollywood story of PG1 and how he got the name, Mr. Long Island Iced Tea. All right. Shout out to my boy, the underrated Darkness, the Grinder. I better stop grinding because I want to be able to talk. Hey, Jay Jones in the building. What it does, homie? Bob Smitty, what's cracking, Bob? Last one. See, I'm going off is what Hearn said. No one of his last interviews, I believe, too, Ruiz was depressed, having money problems, saying he was going to give up boxing. All right. I'm going to say something right now. All right, guys. Since everybody right now is saying Ruiz is acting like a diva, he should just fight Anthony Joshua, wherever Anthony Joshua wants, right? If Anthony Joshua said fight me in a lion's pit, hey, you signed a contract, fight him in a lion's pit. If he said fight him on the edge of the earth, hey, you signed a contract, wherever he wants to take you to, you got to fight. All this being said about Andy, all this energy, let me ask you a question. Where was the same energy for Tyson Fury? Where was the same feel? I didn't get no calls on that. I didn't get no calls. Well, now, Tyson Fury said he wanted to fight Wilder. I want the rematch. Tyson Fury told Deontay Wilder, if you don't sign a rematch, I will sue you. And then he runs, signs to ESPN for money, right? Whole attitude changed, right? He was going through depression at one time, right? Quit boxing, got big, right? Deontay Wilder and other people to tell him, come back, champ, right? But this man get a fucking hallway pass. And no principal or teacher messes with him. He fights people like Otto Wallen and out here wild. He get to fight people like this all day. Tom shoots and shorts. School has already started back and they still buy one, get one free. But Andy Ruiz, he gets ridiculed. Remember, Andy is not saying I won't fight you. Remember, the post he put out, he said, oh, we're gonna fight. The rematch is we're gonna fight. Remember, he is not saying he's gonna fight. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you what they're not telling you. Eddie Hearn must make this happen. Must. Because if he go legally and try to sue Andy Ruiz, that will hurt Eddie Hearn more than help him. Even if he wins financially, it would hurt him more. Because if they take those belts and throw those belts around the universe like Infinity Stones, they will be scattered. Joshua, it's not like they're just going to take the 3 belts and just give them back to Joshua. Like, oh, well, you did say this, and here, give him the 3 belts back. It's not going to work that way. And if them belts get scattered, I can almost promise you that Bob Arum is going to find a way to get his hands on that WBO. Tyson Fury will be the WBO heavyweight champion of the world. The WBA, the IBF, those might be scattered. Maybe Joshua might even fight for one of those. Maybe Joshua might be ordered to fight, I don't know, fucking Ruiz or something. Not Ruiz, but Oscar Rivas or somebody. I don't know. But they stand to lose more. They need to make this happen. And think about this. Everybody's giving Andy shit. He wasn't at the press conference, right? Why the fuck wasn't Joshua there? Okay, we get why Andy is not there. He's a diva. Why wasn't Joshua there? Everybody's talking about, he begged Eddie Hearn for the fight. And now he's acting like a diva. He beat Anthony Joshua. The snot out of him. He beat Anthony Joshua until he all right. This is if we're going to. The only thing I'm saying is, if we're going to stick to fire on one person, you better be sticking on the other people. Because after the fight, after Andy won, Joshua said everything perfect if it was written in a textbooks signed by the 3 wise men. And I'm not talking about the shot. He said the fight should be right back here in Madison Square Garden. I should right the wrong where it happened. Blah, blah, blah. He's the champion. He was the better man. I have to find my passion again. I lost it. I checked under the couch cushions. I looked under the car. I retraced my steps. I could not find my passion anywhere. But now, it's a different tune. First it was, this fight has to be in Cardiff. It has to be 70, 80, 90,000 Brits. Wait a minute. What happened to you coming into America to soar your royal oats? And I quote, we don't come to take part. We come to take over. How do you expect real Americans to perceive that? I'm being honest. If you're telling me that I'm not coming to join you and be friends or just, really just grow my brand. I come to take over. I come to conquer you. I come to take over. If Deontay Wilder would have said, listen, I'm not going to the UK to take part in shit. No parades, no nothing. I don't come to take part. I come to take over. You know how much feedback he would have got? Let me get to the chat, guys. Man, I gotta look more in the chat. You know I zone off and shit, guys. You already know I zone off. Guys, remember, if you want to call in, if you disagree with me, the line is open. Guys, the phone is in my hand. Telefono. Aki. Telefono. Aki. Call 314-884-1013. Call. Telephone is right here. Game you love. Wild and scared of the UK drug testing. Game you love. Hey. Like Triple H say. What is that shit? How do you say that shit? Damn, something about the game. Fuck, how come I can't remember it now? Time to play the game. Call in, please. I beg of thee. Game you love. Hey, Skype me. If you're not from here, if you're from the UK, Sweet Caroline, bop, bop, bop. Good times never seem so good, so good, so good, so good. I pardon this interruption. Good times is actually feeling at an all-time worst. Sweet Caroline is now known as that bitch over there. Our champion went over to the USA and got his ass waxed on and waxed off. The promise that he made to revenge his loss and the ground that he shedded blood at, he is no longer going to do that. They say a man, his word is his bond. Well, I guess this guy must have been bonding with school glue because this shit came unstuck real fast. Back to you, John. Time to play the game, yes. Bob Smitty, let me see that. I'm gonna go down and go up. Time to play the game. What can be said for Ruiz? Okay. Yo, you love your boy T-Dub. First place in the sports. Who calling, where you calling from? And let's talk about this. The underrated. You're a little bit low, my man. There you go. Okay. This is my boy on the chat, the underrated one. Friend, family to the channel. Bob Smith said Triple H definitely was on that juice. I'll ring with that. So, my man, are you there?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. Man, you know, I keep giving these guys the mic, man. I give all of you. I said, listen, call in. I want the people that disagree with me, the UK fans, whoever disagree with me. Joshua fans, Eddie Hearn fans, you know, or just T-Dub haters. Call in. You can get this work. You can get this work. I'm back at it like a crack addict. Giving you boxing, get this work. Come get your daily dose.
Hello, I'm outside now.
Okay. So, go ahead. No, I'm gonna let you rap. Go ahead.
Well, everything you said, I agree. You know what I mean? It's like a double standard. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this too. You want to ask Jerry some same questions. Because,
right.
He looks like he be ducking, picking.
See, here's my thing is they do give Andy a lot of grief, but they're not giving Tyson Fury this grief. Tyson Fury fighting two plumbers, bro. He's fighting the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi. He whipping both of their asses, and then you know, like he gets no grief, but they ripping Andy a new one. Now I listen. Now let me ask you a question. Do you think the rematch do you think it's going to happen, and do you think it's going to happen in Saudi Arabia?
I feel the rematch is going to happen, but in Saudi Arabia, I don't know. I just I don't. This don't smell right to me. I'm saying that the only way, if it's gonna be a way, we gotta put this out there. He's the undisputed champion. Am I correct?
No, he's not undisputed. He's missing the the belt that Deontay Wilder has, but he is a unified champion. He has 3 of the major belts.
I'm sorry. He's unified champion, right?
Yes.
So I feel the unified champion should call the shots. Why Joshua is not going to call the shots? To me, that's just a bunch of BS.
The only crazy thing is we don't know what was actually signed, because if there's a contract in play, you got to honor the contract. But the thing is, if it's not in the contract, it is not to be assumed, which is why in my position, Andy Ruiz is saying, he said, I will fight you. He said, but I don't want to fight you in Saudi Arabia. That place is number 2 advised by the USA for Americans not to go over there. And now all of a sudden, we supposed to believe that all of a sudden now it's comfortable for Americans just to roam freely?
Well, you know what? I ain't mean to get off the subject, but I'm going to say this. Saudi Arabia and the mother countries will never favor for people of color. Let's put it out there, not to small leave it like that. It's not. But for me, I'm all here. No, I don't go Saudi Arabia. Listen, homie, if you want my belts, if you want these belts, come to America and take it.
Listen, and you know what? My thing is, honor your word. Remember, they said a man's word is his bond. Back in the day, a handshake was all it took. It didn't need signature on a paper. Anthony Joshua said this, and you can love it or hate it, the guys out there listening. He said it. I feel the rematch should be right back in Madison Square Garden, because if that's where I lost it, then I think that's where I should right my wrong and where it all begun. Remember, he said, I come to America not to take part, but to take over.
Okay, so, all right, I mean the same thing too. All right, Anthony Joshua, yo, stop scratching the weasel, stop scratching the weasel behind. Who has some balls and said, I want the Ruiz in America. That's Madison Garden. That would get all like I can here.
Yeah, I wish it was that simple, man, but unfortunately now we gotta find out. But I'm gonna go back to the chat. Underrated, do me a favor, man. Let them know who you are, what you do, and how they can follow you, my dude.
Yo, go on my channel, the Underrated Darkness. You know, I got some stuff on there soon. Very soon when I come all the way back, I'm gonna hit you up. We got to go through the boxing day league. We're gonna
Yes, sir.
Man, on the side, we're gonna do boxing. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some boxing other days, so watch out for that. And let me just check me out, man. I do a little this and I do a little that, but you know, like I said, support my brother with radio sports, man.
You got it.
Support him. Alright, man. Alright, fam.
Peace.
I'll get that.
Yo, you laugh at your boy T-Dub, who's calling where you calling from, and man, let's jump right back into it. Yo, 405, what's up? 405, what's up? All right. TMG Boxing was blazing with you, homie. What's up, man? Sarah F, the queen, is in the building. What's blazing? What's up, queen? Main event Mark, what's blazing, homie? Who else I miss? World Breed Sports Talk, what's good, homie? You know, man, listen, bro. We got this motherfucking mic lit, bro, like a cigarette. And we all taking a contact off of it. Oh, man. Who else? Let me look at this. I can't see that one that good. Yo, 405, you live with your boy T-Dub, man. Let's get it cracking.
My fault, I had got disconnected.
Hey, who's calling? Oh, X in the building. Hey, man, let's rap on this, bro. Let's talk.
Man, I had to call in because, I'm seeing stuff in the chat. I'm responding to it. People saying, Andy Ruiz was desperate and having money problems, and if he don't fight AJ,
Talk to him.
I mean, in this new boxing age that we're in, we got fans talking about fighters' money, but really, what does it matter? Are we getting any of this money?
Nope.
No. So what?
Why are we pocket
Why
watching?
does it matter? Why does it matter what these fighters is making, as long as we see the fight?
Yes. And as long as the fighters are comfortable with what they're making, then why are we even, been involved in the money side?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. It's like, come on, it's like slander to say that, he was desperate and having money problems and all that kind of stuff. Where? Where was he desperate and having money problems? Just because he wasn't making what AJ and them were making, he's having money problems. He's still making more than what we're making, so come on now. Stop with the slander.
I agree, bro. Listen, man, it doesn't really matter about his past because everything he done led him right to this day. If anything was different in his past, he wouldn't never even cross paths with Anthony Joshua. Fact is, no matter what he went through, he went through. He signed with Al Heyman, which is honestly, listen, bro, I know people sign with him. I talk to Devin Alexander all the time, bro. And the one thing he lets me know is, he said, listen, bro, he said, Al Heyman really, truly cares about the fighters. Like he said, he truly does. You know what I'm saying? He look out for their best interests. He's not trying to rob them, red carpet for me. He had me on TV specials, just all the good things. And it's just another good thing. So it doesn't matter what Andy went through. It's what he did to get out of what he went through. And look where he's at now. A unified champion. And that wasn't given to him. He earned it by dominating 7 rounds until the other fighter couldn't continue.
Another thing I want to speak on to you about, bringing up Al Heyman and all that kind of stuff is, people saying that, he's stuck, he's tied into, the first contract they signed before the first fight and all that. If he was really stuck and tied, this fight would already be made.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen people talking about, well, when you're advising somebody, or even if you don't have an advisor and you're going through a contract, you're supposed to go over everything in the contract, read all the fine print, because you can find loopholes and stuff off in there, and that's what Al Heyman has done for Andy Ruiz. He's not tied into anything. That's Eddie Hearn's fault for, not making it clear with their rematch clause. They wasn't expecting Anthony Joshua to lose.
Listen, bro, it wasn't airtight. It's just like you said. They wasn't expecting him to lose. They overlooked Andy basically on his sides. They figured he'd just be a little chubby kid getting bullied on again by the muscle-bound man. And they did not make an airtight rematch clause. Now, if Joshua was fighting Wilder, I think that rematch clause would have been a little bit more airtight. But because Joshua was fighting Andy Ruiz, I think they guards were down. They said, okay, we'll do this. And they figured, honestly, that even though they didn't make it airtight, that they thought they can still control it. But it's like you said, it's a lawyer's job to go over every word, every interpretation of that contract. And if it's not in there, it's not to be assumed that it's there. It has to be in writing. And if a location was not specific. See, now, this is what Eddie should have done. If Eddie would have just done this one thing, if Eddie would have said, if Joshua loses, we get the right to activate a rematch clause by the end of this year with the fight taking place in Cardiff. Or they could have just named cities. And if Andy would have signed on that with cities already written in stone, then Andy would have been locked in. But they left it off. That's why they're looking everywhere. They left it, which means if it's not on there, Andy can disagree with locations. Can't force his man to fight on a corner of earth. He can disagree. He's not saying I won't fight you. He just said I'm not fighting you over there.
Yeah, and from my source, I'm not going to give up no name, from my source, that's exactly what it is. That's why after the fight, Andy Ruiz is talking about the rematch, being in LA, Vegas, back in New York,
Yes.
and rewrite the wrong.
Yeah.
There was a location meant for it to be the rematch to be in the UK. None of those statements from either fighter would have been made. And remember, Eddie Hearn, after Anthony Joshua said that, came out and said he's crazy for wanting to have the rematch back in the United States.
Yep.
It was Eddie Hearn
Yeah.
that started pushing for this rematch to be in the UK, and it was Eddie Ruiz that said, "Fine, give me $50 million."
You know what I'm gonna say this though, man. Even though bro, you've been on. I give Anthony Joshua a lot of shit. I really do believe. Part of me really believes that Joshua would have probably fought back in America. I think Eddie Hearn is using him as a puppet and changing him. Think about this. Remember when Deontay Wilder first threw the $50 million upfront money to Joshua with the back end pay-per-view? The first thing Joshua said was basically like, let's go. Like, let's do it. And, right. So no, he like, okay. And then once Eddie get to talking, like, hold on, wait a minute, we get more out of them. Why do that? And like he with the, and then Joshua got a follow along mentality, like, well, all right, I guess you say so. And just like in this case, man, listen, he said everything right. Go back, better man won, right the wrong, where it happened. That's all the good shit. Okay, I respect you, Joshua. I respect you. Now it has to be. And think about this, guys. All right, think about this. Anthony Joshua said this. He says, I would beat Andy Ruiz 9 out of 10 times anywhere with his uncle or dad as the referee. Then, if that was the case, then why wouldn't you fight him back in the USA? Why are you making an excuse that it need to be in the UK? Why the fight being put in Saudi Arabia? To me, they'd be more flexible. And if he would beat him 9 out of 10 times, why is he making any changes to his trainers, his trainer camp? His body has changed if you have a 90% winning ability over Andy Ruiz.
Not just to mention, he beat him 9 out of 10 times. He also went on to say that, he needs that 80 to 90,000 fans cheering him home to give him that extra boost.
Bro, yeah, his confidence is shot, bro. But keep going. Keep cooking.
Like I said, I post this in the chat. I don't think Anthony Joshua is scared to do this rematch. I do think he has some concerns and reservations about going into this fight. But to me, the main person who's scared is Eddie Hearn. Not only did your cash cow lose in a destructive fashion, your second best heavyweight has a scandal on him, and you just signed another heavyweight in Huey Fury, who just lost a unanimous decision to Kubrat Pulev. Who do you have?
Listen, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get the last word. Eddie Hearn is very nervous. You can tell that the moment Joshua lost, when he was talking about the rematch and having the UK. That was a big blow. That was a big blow, to them. And now Dylan White, remember, as soon as Joshua lost, it's like Eddie Hearn was acting like, what's that dude, McGuire? Show me the money! Was it Jerry Maguire? And he started treating Dylan White, like to show me the money. Doing everything for him, pushing for the WBC. I'm gonna sue this, I'm gonna sue that. Dylan White talking about he's on drugs, he's on this. Joshua goes to Dubai to get the best drugs, and he wants to fight in the UK because he get exemptions, and then he get busted.
Because he was driving AJ to Dubai. Only difference was allegedly AJ wasn't getting anabolic steroids. He was just getting his little testosterone boosters. He keeping it low key. It was Dylan White that was going off in the store like, ooh,
D-ball.
I need this, I need that.
Hey, I bet you any kind of money, him and Big Baby Miller be shopping together. Like, hey, ooh, let me get that HGH. in the GW 15-16. But I'm gonna give you the last word, homie. I'm gonna get back to the chat.
Yeah, that's they buddy now.
They are buddy. Did you see when Miller said that I don't got nothing bad to say about him? We called and talked to each other before this came, blah blah blah. I'm like, you Roy heads together. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the last word, homie.
Listen, I just think we all need, to use our brains and assess everything that's going on and, put things together. Everything that came out, I'm not even going to put this squarely on Anthony Joshua because we now know Eddie Hearn has power of attorney over him. But Eddie Hearn has lied and manipulated everything since 2000, not even this situation, but everything dating back from 2017 on forward. He has lied and manipulated his way into doing stuff, and I know people know about it, but nobody calls him out on it. And it's time for people to wake up. How many times are you willing to be lied to?
Well, it's not about that. They don't care, bro. Listen, honestly, man, they don't care. It's like it's to the point. It's like it don't matter if Joshua or Eddie lie. They don't care because they're backing their people. It's almost like I guess it's like that's their brotherhood. It doesn't matter right or wrong. I'm gonna back you to the grave, and they can get caught. Eddie can lie in the same sentence, and sometimes that may have happened. They were backing, but I'm gonna jump back in the chat, man. I see Game of Love talking some crazy shit. Game of Love said some shit like he said White pass Vada is going up too fast. He said White pass Vada. Al Heyman planted the A sample. Like what? Now Al Heyman planting A samples? But go ahead, homie.
You said his name was what? Game Love something?
Yeah, he in the chat. It's going up. I can't see it now. Games you love.
Game Love, you might have something on that because I have like a little car that you can drive underwater. I actually drove Al Heyman there to Plenty.
All right, my boy. I'm gonna get back to some of these chat. I think they're talking some shit in here, bro. I seen the chat, homie.
All right.
Hey, that's my boy, man. The expert genius, bro. Let's get this, man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Games, that shit had me. I was listening to my boy. That shit had me rolling, man. You talking about? I gotta read this shit again, bro. He says, hold on, where's it at? Where is it at? Damn, I can't find it. But let me get caught up on some chat. I'll go from down and go up. He passed Vada explained that. Games, bro. All right, I'll talk. You won't. I see that. At least I'm facing the camera and talking. You want them to call in. You won't even Skype in. What's blazing? WHATSBLAZING. He passed Vada. How do you explain that? He passed a Vada test that was taken in July. He failed the UCAT test that was taken in June the 17th, I believe. They were about a month different. It wasn't taken on the same desk, the same date. So when he passed the Vada test, it was out of his system. What he allegedly failed for was Debo. And it passes through your system quick. But it wasn't quick enough that UCAT caught it. But it was quick enough that it wouldn't be in the system by the time Vada tested him again. I hope that was a good enough explanation for you. Strap Book Boxing was blazing, homie. I'm out of my tea, man. He said, what's good, bro? What's blazing in sports? Support this great content. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Roy Bree Sports Talk games you love. You're trolling out. Absolutely trolling. Whitefield and Bob didn't plant that man be real. Let me see. Let me go up some and I go back down. Mike Wonderlist, what's blazing, homie? It said, at games you love because Eddie is suicide bomber. Guys, I must have missed a lot of shit. TMG Boxing, I got a call. I smashed the like. Catch up on the replay, big homie. All right, man. Salute, bro. PG1. This is all Eddie doing. He's going with the money. Bro, UK fans, I want to ask you guys a question. UK fans, I want to ask you this. Do you or do you not believe? Is it a possibility that Eddie Hearn could be low-key cashing out on Joshua? Could he low-key be cashing out? Because I'm going to be honest, and I want you guys to hear me clear. Hear me clear, guys. Games you love, anybody that's in the chat, hear me clear. If Eddie Hearn cared about the fighter, if he cared about the fighter like Al Heyman does, listen, you can say what you want about Al Heyman. You can say what you want about Andy. But can you really knock Al Heyman for trying to get his fighter more money or a better even playing field that makes him feel comfortable? I'm not saying he'll win, but that makes him feel comfortable. If Eddie Hearn really wanted Joshua to feel comfortable, he would have took every jewel that Joshua dropped that he did not know how delicate these jewels were. When Joshua told us he lost his passion, he don't know if it fell out the car. He don't know if it slipped out his pocket. He checked on the cushions. He looked in the closets, clothes racks, laundry bin. He couldn't find his passion nowhere. He wanted to talk to the great gods of boxing. He wanted to have that Black Panther herb put in him so he can go into that deep sleep and talk to the past boxing gods to find himself. He told you. Listen, the guy wasn't no secret. He told you. I needed 70. Guy, he lit up like a kid talking about Christmas. You know, but what I really want is 70, 80, 90,000 Brits screaming. That's what I really want. You know how they would feel? We don't know, but we know how you think it would feel, and you know how I feel. If Eddie Hearn really wanted to look out for his fighter and his fighter's best interest, he would have had that fight in Cardiff. Now call me a lie. With a fighter that is broken, a fighter that spit out his mouthpiece, walk to the corner, and then come out that corner. Nobody put Baby in the corner, but Andy Ruiz damn sure put Joshua there. Or matter of fact, Joshua said this, I get it, I know it, time out, I'll go to the corner. The man is broken. Eddie should have been pushing. You can hate me, whatever you want. He should have been pushing for this fight to be in Cardiff. Try to get that man. I don't care if it would have been less money. But by you trying to do this in Saudi Arabia, that's not neutral. That's nowhere near neutral. Now listen, guys, we can all say, I wonder how the event would turn out in Saudi Arabia. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this, right? They said, well, maybe this fight could lead to breaking grounds for tourism. You'd be dumb if you believe that. Even if this fight turns out great, you would be dumb to believe that the groups over there that do what they do, that put us on high alert for them, that will just all of a sudden stop doing it for a boxing match. And now it's safe for Americans just to be booking weekend flights out there just to chill. You would be dumb if you think Rome was built in a day. You're stupid. You need to be put on a fire and blaze. Cremated. Ashes goes up. Let me go to the chat. You know I talk too much. Smash the like button, guys. You ain't smashing like, most likely you're not smashing right. And then that's what she said. Mike Wonderlich, he left it in the village with the village people. Burberry Sports Talk, exactly, Blazing. Agree 100%, bro. Lost one. Joshua makes money even when He's losing. Why would you give that up? Lost one. He should fight in the UK, bro. Like, my point is, Andy Ruiz, not Andy, but Joshua, not them. I'm getting my names mixed. I'm sorry. Been talking too long. Eddie Hearn should have been pushing to make his fighter feel comfortable. He's going to have Anthony. Listen, guys. If you think Anthony Joshua did not look right in the USA, if you think he looked nervous before the fight, fumbling with his mouthpiece, looking like shit in the ring, how could you think it's going to be better by fighting in Saudi Arabia? How could you think it's going to be better? What? He couldn't perform in the USA market? Now all of a sudden he's going to perform lights out in Saudi Arabia? And you really believe if Joshua loses twice, that its value is not going to go down? Listen, the second fight is doing better because he got his ass beat. If he loses again, his value goes down. If he loses again, he doesn't have a shot at the titles. He is going to have to resort to suspenders and shorts with the drawstrings to keep his pants up. You just can't keep losing, man. And I don't understand how a UK fan can disagree with this. How can you disagree with this? This man, Eddie Hearn, should have been pushing for this fight to be in fucking Cardiff. Fuck $100 million. Fuck $84 million. Fuck whatever. Forget it. Get the win, bro. Get the win. Eddie Hearn is looking out for Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is trying to get one last big payday for his damn self. In case Joshua loses, he's fucking paid. If he wins, then the gamble paid off. But I'm telling you right now, Eddie Hearn is gambling. The expert genius Joe Joshua said after the Klitschko fight that he couldn't go through another war like that. That's why I give up the Ruiz fight. Bro, I think you're right. I think you're right. It's been a while since I heard that. But he was talking about going through a war. Think about this. Think about this, guys. Anthony Joshua was talking about the war he went through with Klitschko. A fight that he won and how it mentally affected him. How it mentally affected him. How do you think he's mentally affected in a fight that he lost? On foreign soil, trying to upstage Deontay Wilder. Guys, listen, guys. Eddie Hearn sold this man. Eddie Hearn, I'm telling you, you UK fans, I'm telling you right now, you guys are going to be like, yeah, TW, you're right. If he fights in Saudi Arabia and he fucking loses, you guys are going to, I'm telling you, you're going to do what I'm doing right now. You're going to say Eddie Hearn used him for a money grab. He did not look out for this man's best interest. Anthony Joshua was a talented fighter, but he's weak mentally. As strong as fucking Joshua is, the motherfucker can be a black Hercules. Anthony Joshua could play, if they painted him purple, he could be Thanos. He can be the Hulk, but he's mentally weak, guys. He is mentally weak. He tells you over and over, but you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. You're so quick to say Andy Ruiz is scared, which is the least. But the real person is mentally weak, mentally fractured. Anthony Joshua is like a package that you give UPS with that stamp on it. Fragile. He is fragile up here. He's fragile. And listen guys, I am not trying to dog him when I say this. This is just the fucking truth. This is just the truth. He said if he fights Wilder in 4 to 5 years, he will be more prepared to win. He said Deontay Wilder has more experience than him. This is what he said. He said in the second round, from going back to the corner, I was thinking about Deontay Wilder and him knocking out Brazil. He said this. He said when Andy Ruiz was beating up on him in the fourth round, he was thinking about what he should have done and what he didn't do in the training camp. What the fuck you mean? This is not the time to think about this. You think about that when the fight is over. You go back to your dressing room, you go home for a couple weeks, and then you go back to the drawing board. How are you thinking about what you should have done in training camp when this guy is throwing missiles at you? And these missiles are not straight. These missiles are curvy. Andy Ruiz is like a heavyweight version with his explosiveness of Manny Pacquiao, but he don't have the footwork. He's mentally fractured, guys. I know you think I'm dogging him, but this is nothing but facts. This is nothing but facts. This is nothing but facts. The man told you he lost his passion. He lost his passion. Guys, listen. It's like me. When I'm with a girl and I really care about her, and she hurt my heart, bitch, I lost my passion. You know, I go single for a while. I'm mentally fucked up for a while. And it takes me some time to get my mental game to want to trust again, right? You guys, we've been there. You really care about somebody, they fuck you over, and it actually does hurt you for a while, and it takes time to get over it before you trust again. This guy told you he lost his passion. He needs to talk to George Foreman. He needs to talk to all the greats. He needs all the doctors, like we stated before. PG1, Dr. Phil, Dr. Strange, Dr. Love, Dr. Doolittle. He need all the doctors, guys. But you guys, you don't want to believe this. Even though I'm telling you the truth, you don't want to believe it. Eddie Hearn sold this man. Eddie, with a mind that is fragile like that. When he done that interview with JD Sports, he was in denial. He was saying, he was making excuses on how he lost. Well, because of this, then because of that. He didn't just accept it. If you don't accept the loss, you don't know what you need to work on. And if you say you want to fight back in 70, 80,000 people, that means you want them to boost your morale. You want them to boost your, maybe I can beat this guy. I got home field advantage. The ref's not going to let him fight on the inside. Maybe I can beat him. But Eddie Hearn says it's a neutral ground fighting in Saudi Arabia with a stadium that needs to be built. With even if the event turns out to be perfect, because I don't know if it is. It could be perfect. We don't know. It'd be. I'm telling you this. As a fan, it'd be interesting. Would I go over there? No. Listen, you cannot smoke. You cannot drink. Guys, that is not a good time to me. T-Dub like to sip a little bit. I don't smoke. You cannot smoke. You cannot drink. Everything. Let me get to the chat. Let me get to the chat. Let me get to the chat real quick. I told him we was working, guys. Listen, man. I took a half a day vacay today, right? My kid starts first grade tomorrow, so I had to take care of that stuff. And then as soon as that was over with, I'm right here. I'm right here. I knew that. Listen, tomorrow I got to be back at work. I'm going to do my normal time, but it's going to be with the image. But whenever I get a chance to give you this work, whenever I get a chance to cut loose, like a bitch to get on my nerves for the last time, when I get a chance to cut loose, we blazing. Bob Smitty, family, you killing me with the female analogies. Trying to forget that Bi. Yes, bro. Yes. Trying to forget that bitch. You know, like, listen, guys. I typically don't call females out their night, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. Listen, you fucked me over like that, right? Let's say, I had an ex who I cared about. I let her in, bro. You know, moved in with me, took her in, bro. You know, doing all the good shit. And then this bitch started changing up on me, fucking around on me. You bitch. You know, like I couldn't even say it normal. I couldn't say, damn bitch, you doing this shit, right? If I say it like that, it rolls off too good. Like, bitch. You know? And it takes a while, bro. It takes a while to get over motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know. Let me see. That's a lost one about Smitty. He's hilarious. Man, if it Mark, man, bro, I should be talking, bro. And Red Breed, he was KO'd and spoiled, but still went to the fight, and he ain't mentally weak. Games you love, bro. I don't know why you don't want to call in, bro. I gave to you to call in. Listen, Anthony Joshua was not knocked out in sparring because he said he was not. That is no excuse. That is no excuse. He's mentally weak. Listen, guys, we heard about it. After the fight, they did the interview. Anthony Joshua says, you know, the better man won. Andy, come here. He's the new unified champion. I will be back for my rematch. You know, congratulations. But think about this. Think about this, bro. Think about this. Games you love. Even though you say some ridiculous shit, I like to smoke. If Anthony Joshua wasn't mentally weak, why would he say in interview after the fight, I wish it was Deontay Wilder that knocked me out and took my oath. He wanted Deontay Wilder to take his virginity, to take his oath. He said this shit. And this is what happened. See, he said all those things, had his chest puffed out, right? He started walking backstage. The motherfucker broke down. He broke down. You know that crying that 80. You know. Gets to the back room and shit. They're playing. Well, you know what, mate? I know what to cheer you up, brah. Let's play our favorite song. Sweet Caroline. Bop, bop, bop. A good times never seen. So good. So good. So. You don't turn that shit off. You know. Reportedly, guys. Just in. 73 women named Caroline in the UK has been filed for a divorce. The husband says, bitch, I don't know where you gotta go, but you got to get the hell out of here. There are another 20 that are unaccounted for. That bitch Caroline, no, let me stop, guys. Listen, man, I'll just say whatever comes to my head, bro. You know, we work. Let's see. Dude said he's now weak. He took the hard road early. Listen, man. Lost one. Why you don't want no smoke, man? I give you a wrench to keep you from being torched. Bro, why did you call in and get this work, man? Listen. It'll burn a little bit, okay? I'm going to scorch the earth a little bit. But you need to call in. You need to phone in. Lost one. Games of Love, whatever his name is. What that dude's name is? What? Double Shot of Love? Is that Double Shot of Love in there? Oh, Games You Lying or some shit. Okay, Games You Love. I'll tell you right now, Anthony Joshua would probably rather be on Double Shot and Love than a rematch against Andy Ruiz. Why is this not working? I think it's working now. Damn, my chat wouldn't work for a minute. Lost one says, "Hi, Blazing, you funny." Let's see, X-Ray Genius. I just ignore those comments. There are no convincing an earn bot. Nah, bro, I didn't even see the comment, but you can't, bro. Listen, you can't, man. Can't convince them, man. Let's see. Bob Smitty, okay. Lost one, Klitschko, Parker, White, Povetkin, attack them all proven fighters to put yourself against so early in your career. Can you name me a single other heavyweight with a similar career? Genius, you talking to me? Well, let's work. Klitschko. Klitschko was a damn good fighter. Anthony Joshua fought him after he was coming off a 2-year layoff loss. Obviously, we were not the same man. The other people that you name, Parker, Povetkin, White, so on, these were all guys that was not willing to face Wilder at this time. And even some of these guys that were supposed to face Deontay Wilder tested dirty. I remember when Deontay Wilder was going to travel to a certain man's country and fight him on his own soil and defend his WBC title. And then the fight did not happen. I think he ended up fighting Chris Arreola because of short notice. And listen, bro. With all those fights that you name, right? Povetkin, all these guys that he fought and felt comfortable in the UK. He fought Parker. He fought Parker, and the ref wouldn't even let him fight on the inside. Every time Parker got close, every time Parker, the ref was jumping in. No, wait, right? Every time, guys, they were still fucking swinging. Nobody was holding. Anthony Joshua always fought to where the conditions for him were great. He always fought to where the temperature was 78 degrees, the sun was shining, everything was merry. The flowers was bloom, they never die. But you want to know the tale of a true champion? You want to know the tale of a true champion? A true champion would travel and defend his throne. Deontay Wilder has traveled. The first time Anthony Joshua traveled, he came in cocky. Came in with his fucking chest pumped out. It looked like somebody took a bike in the tube, popped it up, chest all stuck out and shit. Talking like he's a fucking Terminator. Or he's fucking Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. Hear me clear. We don't come to take part. We come to take over. Sound like he's fucking like he's been watching Bruce Lee famous quotes, but trying to make his own shit. Put water in the cup, it comes to the cup. Put water in the glass, it becomes the glass. On the fight night, we take the belts, we throw the belts in the air. Magically, the belts hang in the air until we have a winner. Then the belts fall down from the air. The winners get the belt. I will get the belt. He says this type of shit, right? We don't come to take what? We come to take over. The first time Anthony Joshua left the fucking porch of home, he is a definition of somebody that stays on the porch. Hey, he's that guy that's been on the porch his whole life. Finally grew up a little bit, thought his nuts was big enough, jumped off the porch and realized the motherfuckers in them streets don't play. The first time he jumped off that porch, right? Fuck it, I'm good enough now. You know, I'm gonna jump off the porch. Talking that tough shit, comes over here to America, you know, fights a little fat kid that looks like he should be holding balloons, and get the fucking brace beat off of him. And now they're making all these excuses. He was knocked out in sparring. He had a nerve. God, hold on. If you guys believe he was knocked down in sparring or got a concussion, then you should also believe that they said he had a mental breakdown. Right? If you believe one thing, you have to believe them all. If you believe that he was knocked out, had a concussion, or some kind of way to will the fight on, to fight Andy and defend his belts, then you also believe that he had a mental breakdown, which is what took him so long to come out, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This champion of yours, this godlike, I do admit this. He has beat a demigod before. He beat a man that walked this earth like a god. He beat demigod Charles Martin, the chosen one, the almighty. I step right over you. I walk right over you. I walk this earth like a god. So I give you that. But let me dive deep until let you know how his mind was fragile. Remember, this guy's whole career, even though I'm not knocking and saying that the guy cannot fight. Remember, I'm not saying he can't fight. I'm saying he's mentally weak. I'm saying the one thing he cannot build in the gym, can't build his fucking confidence up. He's mentally weak. They gotta treat AJ like them soft, foamy cup holders that you can put on some glass so it don't break. You know the thing that you can, you know them beer holders you put your beer in, and obviously it stops your hand from being cold, but it might protect a little bit. He needs that because you don't want to break it. Example, in the JD Sports interview, he said, round one, what are you thinking? Round one, he said, Andy Ruiz is more hungry than I am. Andy Ruiz is more hungry than I am. That's what he said, right? What champion in their right mind says another man is more hungry than you? So you're telling me that Andy Ruiz hunger to be the champion is greater than yours to stay the champion? Weak-minded. Weak-minded. The fourth round, when Andy Ruiz came out throwing a whole lot more power punches and pushing the action against you, what were you thinking? Well, the crowd, then somebody booed. And then we found out that was BFTB booing, and then the UK fans started. Well, I forgot how he said that shit. I wish I remember how he said that shit. but he said that it was a fight in the crowd. It was a fight in the crowd, and that distracted him while Andy Ruiz was throwing haymakers. Another mental weak point. When Andy Ruiz dropped him for the fourth time, Anthony Joshua put his head down. He was down on one knee, but he wasn't asking nobody to get married. Put his head down, spit his mouthpiece out on that nasty ass fucking mat. Got up and knew he would never put that mouthpiece in his mouth again because he just spit it on that nasty ass piece of mat. Walked away from the mat. This is what you're supposed to do, guys. You get knocked down, you stand up, you look to the ref, you let the ref know you're ready for action. He tells you to take a step, and then you continue. Right? Are you okay? 8, are you okay? I'm okay. All right, fight. That's not what happened. He got knocked down. He went to his knee. He thought to himself, this motherfucker hits hard. I cannot beat him. He thought to himself, there is nothing I can do to turn this fight around. Where's fucking Nancy Cargan when you need her? Is that her name? The one that skater that went back and beat that bitch knees in. I'm telling you right now, if Andy Ruiz take this fight in Saudi Arabia, somebody gonna visit Andy Ruiz training room and they're gonna fuck them knees up. They're gonna fuck them knees up, guys. Andy is not gonna go into that fight 100%. They're gonna send a lot of mafia Serbians in there, and they're gonna fuck Andy up. See, they're gonna get Andy. You know, they're gonna knock on Andy's door. Knock, knock. They're gonna say, Andy gonna say, who is it? Housekeeping? No, I'm okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? 3 bad bitches ready for wherever. No, I'm cool. Knock, knock. Who's there? Free lunch. Okay. And he goes and opens up the door, and these motherfuckers get the welling on his ass, right? Boom. Andy would not make that fight 100%. They're gonna be making him drink piss water and shit. But let me get back to the chat, man. Hey guys, listen, I'll be just listen, bro. You know I have fun with this shit, bro. I'll be having fun, man. Games You Love said Wilder been okay, hold on. Somebody calling in. Yo, what's up? You blazing with your boy T-Dub, man. What you got to say on this matter?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? This is J. Carl from Houston. I was looking at the topic again, and I wouldn't I find it funny that if you put talking about the whole Saudi Arabia thing with him going out there to fight, one is that Eddie Hearn held the meeting, I don't know if you've seen it, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. He held the meeting, a press conference without the 2 fighters. That was weird.
Bro, I spoke on that. It was the first time ever that a promoter.
It was just awkward for me. Like, it just kind of seemed like at least AJ should have, showed up or something, But it was just Eddie Hearn and the other guy. And another thing is that it was that meeting, and it was something else I was looking at. The rematch card, yeah, man, that was a twisted up deal that they tried to give him, and they're really trying to use that as leverage to make him go to Saudi Arabia. But I got a question for you. Doesn't that kind of change the whole thing? Like, I know he got a rematch card, but like, do that change since Andy Ruiz did win and he is the champion? Do that change some of the things that they covered in that contract and that rematch card?
Not really. If it's already signed and if it's in writing, then it is what it is. The only thing that's in this is that we don't know what's in writing. And by the way, Andy Ruiz is acting and the things he is saying, and from what we see, is that the location must not have been in writing. Because if it was in writing, if it was air sealed tight, water sealed tight like they said, it wouldn't even be a discussion. It'd be like the fight is on this date for this right here. If you don't show up, you're sued.
Yeah. Okay, so the money was for sure though, $9 million on the rematch stars. That was for sure, right?
Man, honestly, I think who put that out there?
Eddie Hearn, but I don't be believing what Eddie Hearn say.
See, it's really hard, man. And listen, and then what I'm thinking about Andy Ruiz is like, listen, you want him to fight in Saudi Arabia. One thing is he doesn't feel, he say he doesn't feel 100% safe, maybe for his fans or his family. It's number 2. United States have them as number 2 for American tourists as being the most dangerous. That basically they're advising you, if you travel here, this is the place that we have highly ranked that you might not want to go to. I mean, like it's not obviously when we say this, it's never not the whole country. It's not, but it's just there's been too many incidences where Americans over there, a lot of times journalists get kidnapped, chopped up in body parts, and then they find themselves on some, YouTube or a backstream.
In other words, he do have an argument not to go to Saudi Arabia, even if the rules are right. Because from my understanding, the first conference after the first fight, Joshua and Eddie Hearn both said that the fight was going to be in the UK, right? Then they somehow changed it and said neutral ground, which is not neutral ground. Saudi Arabia will not be neutral or neutral ground.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Jay, John, call in and get this work. All right, man. Keep working, bro. Keep talking.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think Saudi Arabia is neutral ground for Andy.
Of course not.
Ruiz,
No.
because the people from Mexico, they gotta travel 26 hours. People from Cali from the same time, they gotta travel 16 hours. Saudi Arabia is more convenient for the UK. So that's another thing that really stood out to me. That was kind of weird, but I think discussing the location, Joshua did say that he would come back and defend this and get his title back on US first.
So let me ask you a question, man. How come people are not holding Anthony Joshua to his word? If Joshua said, right.
That's why I'm calling you. That's why I'm calling you. I thought you might know a little more than me. But, apparently we're on the same page because you heard what I heard, and it just seemed like Joshua kind of done switched up. Joshua said, hey, look, I'm going to come back to the U.S. and New York. We're going to do it in Madison Square Garden again. Now, then it was the UK again. Now it's Saudi Arabia. And, you heard a press conference without hearing from the other side. Like, PBC didn't say nothing. Andy Ruiz just not speaking up on it from my knowledge today. And he said that it's not going to happen in Saudi Arabia. Eddie Hearn is just known a lot, and it just sounds like Eddie Hearn is pretty much doing kind of the same thing he always do in negotiations with Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, Luis Ortiz. It's always something with Eddie Hearn, so I don't know. It's hard to believe him, but you can't tell UK fans that.
Here's what it is, man. I'm gonna give you a quick lowdown before I go. I don't know exactly where this fight ended up going to take place, but I can say this. From what we have seen and what we have heard, that this air-seal type rematch clause was not so air-seal tight. There's a reason Andy Ruiz is being more firm with I am not going to Saudi Arabia. Because he has a smart man. Yeah, he has a smart man behind him by the name of Al Heyman that is looking over contract, and he's found a loophole that is giving Andy strength. And I'm gonna say this real quick too, that Eddie Hearn needs this rematch to happen next. He needed to, because if he doesn't, suing Andy Ruiz, that's not gonna be a beneficial, because what if they do strip Andy and take all them belts and just throw them bitches up in the sky?
I heard they're not gonna take all of them. They'll take probably one from him, but he'll still have at least one or two of the major championships. So afterwards, if these guys the court and they do strip him, they're not gonna strip him of all the belts. They're gonna strip him of probably one or two of them. He's still gonna have one of the belts, and like we just covered, I think that Joshua needs this fight more than Andy Ruiz. If you want to be honest, right now the biggest fight in boxing outside of that is probably Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder, and they both got the same manager.
The thing is, with this fight, Joshua needs to redeem himself, not Andy.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you the last word, my homie. I'm gonna give you the last word.
Okay, yeah. And at the end of the day, when it comes to Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn having a say so, they probably do have a little say so in that contract or more than Ruiz, but like we just said, Al Heyman, he knew Andy Ruiz was probably gonna beat him in that fight anyway. And I'm gonna just read you a day because I go all day.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you listening to me, man.
Hey, what's your name again? What's your name again?
RJ.
All right, RJ. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, homie. All right, guys. Let's get this work, man. We back here like a crack. Listen, bro. We gotta keep it 100, bro. I got just a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna get off this thing. Listen, bro. Everybody pushing Andy Ruiz. He has to act a certain way, be a certain way. Nobody told Tyson Fury to man up when he backed down. Nobody told Tyson Fury not to get the bag when he got the bag. But now you're telling Andy Ruiz that he has to act a certain way. Now you're telling Andy Ruiz he shouldn't negotiate for more money. Now you're telling Andy Ruiz he shouldn't have a say to where he wants to fight. See, we're not applying pressure evenly. We're not telling Anthony Joshua, bro, just do what the fuck you said. Don't stop lying to us. Listen, Joshua, you said that you're finna take this fight back in America. UK fans, you should be saying this. Joshua, go back over there and kick his fucking ass. Kick that Yanks ass. Blah, blah, blah. Sweet Carolina be sweet again. Sweet Carolina is now known as It's Britney, bitch. Nobody's telling him to live up to what he got to say. Joshua has changed his mind multiple times, and whatever he changed his mind with, we just go with it. We just go with it. I think the better man won. Then he make excuses about how he won. This, that, this, the crowd, Wilder. Listen, he blamed him losing because of what Deontay Wilder did. He blamed him losing because of Deontay Wilder having a great fight against Dominique Brazil. Yes, Deontay Wilder smoked Dominique Brazil down to the fucking ashes. Why the fuck are you thinking about him while you fighting? Then he talking about the crowd, the fight in the crowd. Then he talking about the referee like the referees did an early stoppage. Then he said he'll take the fight back in the USA. But then think about this. You want to shit on fucking Ruiz? You want to shit on Ruiz for not wanting to fight in Saudi Arabia. But you don't want to shit on Joshua for not wanting to fight in the USA where he said the fight should be at. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. You mad at Andy Ruiz. You said he's scared of Anthony Joshua. He knows he's going to lose. He's going to get knocked out in 6 rounds because he won't take the fight in Saudi Arabia, which he never said he wanted to fight in Saudi Arabia. But Anthony Joshua said that the fight should be back in the USA, back in the Madison Square Garden. Then all of a sudden he started saying Sweet Carolina again. And the place he said the fight should be at is the first place that was scratched off the list for the fight to be at. Then he's talking about, I beat Andy Ruiz 9 out of 10 times. But I'll tell you one thing. That one time that he can beat you, that motherfucker came first. Listen, that was a strong possible. That 10% was strong as shit. But you know Joshua doesn't believe it. If you beat somebody 90% of the time, you don't change your body, you don't change your camp, you don't change shit. You go right back into it because this time you have 100% chance of winning because the 10% chance is already out the way. It's already gone, right? It's already gone. 9 out of 10 times I beat him. The other heavyweights shouldn't stop fearing me until I retire. Until then, I'm putting everyone on notice. Well, all right then. Why am I not getting every chat, man? Bro, this chat be tripping, bro. AJ made a fight in America. We didn't ask him to come here. No. Mark Wonderlich, bro, he said this. And guys, if you ask why a lot of Americans might feel a way about Anthony Joshua, when you say, I do not come to take part. I do not come to mingle. I do not come to get along. I do not come to take part. I come to take over. How do you expect motherfuckers to perceive you? Now, I get it. The passive Americans, passive aggressive Americans, the non-alpha males. Oh, okay, yeah, come take over us, conquer us, yeah. Do you know how many Americans that was really digging Joshua? Bro, I got videos right now that I was up in Joshua. Like, oh man, this kid is good. I was saying, listen, I was saying, oh man, they're gonna fight Joshua. They better fight this guy now before he gets red hot. And I believe at that time he had about 13, 14 fights. This whole Wilder incident, that's when he started changing their opinions. But guys, it's your boy T. That was Blazing Sports, man. I got to get ready to get out of here. I got to go do some school shopping for my kid. Somebody just called in, but it just went away. But shout out to everybody that came in the chat. Oh, John Jones said, why isn't Saudi not neutral? Bro, why don't you, listen, call in. If you call in John Jones, I'll tell you, bro. Call in right now. 314-884-1013. You got 3 minutes. Skype in. Look me up. What's Blazing in Sports? No, I'm sorry. Not What's Blazing Sports. Just What's Blazing. WHTSBLAZING. And I would tell you why it's not neutral. Call in. Skype in. ET fucking phone home. But, you know what? Jay John ain't gonna call in. You know why? He knows he'll get this work. Anthony Joshua's not coming back to the U.S. He knows he'll get this work. And Eddie Hearn is looking to cash out. Joshua is trying to find himself. Eddie is looking to cash out. Yeah, hey, get him, guys. People like that, if they just talking shit, it's cool. They coming in with why did Wilder say AJ was begging? That's their name, you dog. So that's their name, guys. That right there, we don't block them, but we cremate them. We turn them to ash. Let it smoke, guys. Let their ash blow in the wind. Let it blow. But guys, it's your boy T. That was Blazing Sports. We're back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. I gotta get out of here. Till the next time. What's Blazing, family?